Hi everyone and welcome to Classic Conversations. My name's Hannah Murray and this year I'm very proud to be part of the Nutrien media team who'll be bringing you a whole range of stories from behind the scenes here at the Classic, really focusing on what makes the Classic special and what brings it to life. There's a lot of excitement in the air today. The competition starts tomorrow, but before things kick off, we caught up with a couple of familiar faces in Pete Comiskey and Wyatt Young to hear more about their lead into the Classic and what is ahead for the next 10 days for them. Let's hear a bit more.
It's great to be back in Tamworth. We've obviously, it's a couple of day drive from, Nebo and Central Queensland to come down. We're sort of all the way. We've seen a mixture in seasons. We've come from Mackay that's had, 1.2 metres of rain in some parts of it to Troom that's had, looks like a pretty handy season. And from there south, dried off. We were here back at Jasal in September and we're out in the, in the paddock here in the mud, and then to come back and it's as dry and dusty, it seems quite funny, but hot weather and I guess the day it stops raining is the first day of the next drought, isn't it? So it can be, dry and hot. It can take things out. Well, we've got 3 2-year-olds to sell. They'll go through Thursday and Friday, and they're out to, perform mares and by our performed horses. Good little horses. Dan Steers has started them, done a magnificent job on them, very quiet and, well broken. And obviously we're breeding horses, hopefully, to come back and, have some success here at the challenge. We've got some classic horses. Bryony's got a stylish mare that she thinks a lot of. I've got a stylish gelding and one more daddy gelding. Both they're both 5-year-olds. They're all they've had a few runs and hopefully they're set to go. It always bringing young horses to these events, you never know how they're going to perform, but we'll hopefully do that. And then we've got a couple of open runs each. Bryony's got a couple of Royal Chester mares that are well performed mares, and I've got Duck Year Conman Stallion. He'll be in the Stallion Draft and the Open, and then Just Jim. He's been here before. He come through the sale process, I suppose, and so he'll be in the Open. And then we've got the national. Where all the 4 teams come together and over 3 rounds. It should be a great competition as it always is. So. We've got to defeat our title, I suppose. The ACA we got last year had a win, so hopefully we can represent the Queensland mob, hopefully to do something. And then the Stallion Draft, of course, it's always very popular here at Tamworth, so I've got 2 on that. I've got a Duck Year again and Convoy, Peter Stevenson. So Pete's done his back in, so he's asked me to ride him. Yeah, so that'll be the program, I guess. We'll be busy all week, but I'm sure we'll fit plenty of social and lots of fun in as well. We've got little Peter who's going to be, he's a classic baby, so he'll be 10 next week. On the 14th, and then Leela's just turned 5. So we've had, I think Bryony did count the hours and the minutes that they did have in the truck coming down. It was a fairly long truck trip with 2 kids sitting beside each other, pinching and punching each other all the way. So we break it up. We come to Alra where we have our horses spelled through the summer, and then come on down here. Bryony's folks live just north of Tamworth, so we're very fortunate. We called in there last night, and my son's a Kelpie dog lover, and as Bryony's dad's very good with the dogs, so he's going to have 10 days there chasing cows and playing with his dogs, and the little girls, their cousins are all there for the holidays as well, so actually to have all the grandkids together, and that the grandparents are, I think, in for 10 very long days, I suppose, so yeah. What keeps you going? Little walks to the long yard and back, I suppose. There's plenty of having that beer, that we just talked about before. If we have a beer with everyone that we promised to have a beer with through the week, it's going to be quite a long week as well. So, there's a fair bit of camaraderie goes with it, and some of the little ALAC tips here saying that there's no gatherings after 11 and that. I wish them good luck with all that sort of thing. I think it's most campdrafters like to have a few beers, if that makes sense, yeah.
It's always a good time.
It is a great time to catch up with everyone and coming out of Christmas and that sort of thing, to get back into it. And it's motivation every day. You got to, ride horses and trot them out, get them out of the yards and all that sort of stuff. So it's and have a few beers and watch the horses go. And it's always exciting to watch those high prices and the next up and coming stars and all that sort of stuff as well. So it'll be a fantastic 10 days. Yeah.
This year, the horse you won the Classic on, Nashville Nightman, you've got a 2-year-old, your family's got a 2-year-old gelding in the sale.
That's
Can you
right.
tell us a bit about him?
Yeah, he's a nice little fella. He's out of a mare that Mum and Dad bought years ago that my cousin Hannah used to campaign and show. And champion hack at Sydney Royal, champion working at Brisbane Royal. She's a novice Campdraft mare. She won Supreme working at Stock Horse Nationals. You know, and then by Nightman, who did what he did with me, and who I think the world of as a stallion, and believed in him. And he's a nice little gelding, and he hasn't been rushed along. He's just been rode to work a little bit and had a bit of general riding, and he'll be a nice little horse in years to come. Yeah. I got, I think, 6 in the Classic, 4 in the Challenge, then obviously the couple in the Open, and then Storms in the Stallion Draft. Yeah, so between that and the sale horses, there's a few coming. Yeah.
Very good. And talking about Metallic Storm, he's had some great results for you of late, as in the lead up to the Classic.
Yeah, he 2 weekends ago at Walker, he won the Novice A or Novice B, I think it was, draft with a 90-91. So that was really good. You know, he's had some good runs of late, and just sort of hasn't backed it up. And then at Walker he comes through and put 2 together, and he was really, really good. Yeah.
Unreal. So feeling good coming in this week. Could be the double win again.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but we always aim to do better than we did last week, so we can always try. But we'll just wait and see what happens. Really, yeah.
Unreal. And look, the Classic as a whole, being a Tamworth boy, one of your favourite events? And not being biased?
Nah, my word, it's a good week. And, you catch up and see a lot of people from all around the country here. The amount of people that you talk to, leading up to it from WA or way down in Victoria, up in Queensland. It brings a lot of people together in our industry. And man, we have a good week while we're here.
Absolutely. A big 10 days. Have you got any little secret tips of what keeps you going for the whole of the Classic?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm a bit lucky to be able to stay at home, for the week of the Classic. Especially the Classic and Challenge horses, I can duck home, even with the sale horse, duck home, work them on cattle, or chase the bison and stuff, before we come in or when we get home. And I think that's it's a bit of a privilege, but, it suits me good. But, we need all luck we can get, so it certainly helps. But no, it's good.
And maybe a few frothies at the bar.
Yeah, definitely. Or Sunday night at the Long Yard on the last weekend. It's always the fun of the week. Yeah. So.
Unreal. So all in all, a great catch up. With you've got clients, you've got sponsors.
Yep.
Blokes you see, and people you see through the year.
Yep.
Anyone in particular looking forward to catching up with?
Oh no, it's good to catch up with everyone that wants to take a day and stop and have a beer or come and see at the truck. And it's you see, like I said, you see a lot of people you don't see much through the year, and it's always good to see some of them. Yeah.
Thanks, guys, and wishing you all the best in your competition and sales results this week. I'm sure we'll be catching up again. Now stay tuned as our media team brings you all the latest coverage from the 2023 Nutrien Classic. Well, not only the roundups that you know and love, but also some fresh new news segments live from the ground and some more in Classic conversations. Look forward to joining you then.